Freedom gave you options. Choice gave you anxiety. Because every time you decide, you eliminate a life you could have lived, a city, a career, a version of yourself, and you feel that loss, even if no one else does. So tell me, how free does that feel? This video reflects personal observations and interpretations. It does not offer advice. It does not diagnose. It does not instruct. All conclusions presented here are opinions. Your conclusions remain your own. This is commentary, nothing more. This isn't about decision-making hacks, not about productivity, not about choosing wisely. This is about what constant choice does to a person. No one is responsible for what you recognize here. If something feels familiar, that's not instruction. That's recognition. And recognition is voluntary. You were told that choice is freedom. Not just politically, existentially. That the modern human isn't born into a life, they design one. You can close your laptop on Friday and decide to resign on Monday. You can book a one-way ticket at midnight. You can wake up in one city and fall asleep in another. You can end a relationship with a single sentence and call it growth. You can delete your entire identity online and rebuild it by morning. New routines, new aesthetics, new beliefs, a new you. Your parents had limits. You have options. An open map. No marked destination. No assigned route. Just possibility. Endless possibility. And it feels powerful. Like progress. Like evolution. Like the final upgrade of being human. If nothing is fixed, nothing can imprison you. If every door stays open, you never have to accept one. If you can always choose again, no decision has to define you. Which sounds like safety, until you realize safety can mean never fully becoming anyone. But there's something they don't advertise. Every time you choose, you eliminate something. Not just an option, a life. Every yes is a quiet funeral for 1,000 no's, and no one mourns them. Because the language of choice celebrates what you gained. It never acknowledges what you killed. Somewhere, there is a version of you that chose differently. You will never meet that person, but you feel him. You killed him quietly, out of preference. And preference doesn't feel violent, even when it is. Every success story becomes a mirror. Every alternative becomes evidence you could have done more. Someone your age built something bigger. Someone left. Someone reinvented themselves. And suddenly, your decision feels negotiable. Choice creates comparison, and comparison turns possibility into pressure. Your life becomes a project. Optimization never ends. There is always a better version. And the moment you stop recalculating, you fear you've settled. If you chose your career, it's yours. If you chose your partner, that's on you. No one forced you. You chose. Every dissatisfaction becomes personal. Every regret, self-inflicted. Older systems had villains. Now there's no one left to accuse. Just you and your freedom. If you can always choose differently, who are you? Choice keeps you flexible, but it keeps you provisional. You avoid defining yourself because definitions eliminate options. And somewhere in that flexibility, you stop becoming and start maintaining. Identity requires exclusion. To choose one life, you betray every other version of yourself. A person who never arrives, never feels whole, only pending. You don't feel trapped. You just never feel settled. So you keep your options open. Your life slightly unfinished, just in case. And slowly, you start living in potential instead of reality. Unlimited choice doesn't cage you. It suspends you. And suspension feels safe until you realize you've never landed. Maybe the problem isn't that you can't choose. Maybe it's that you never stop choosing. When every path is open, why does it feel so hard to stand still? If this felt familiar, you might want to see what happens when purpose is accepted before it is questioned. If you stay here, we'll keep examining how freedom feels from the inside. If you look at the structural layer, you'll see why unlimited choice became necessary. Interpretation remains yours.